guys, how are you? So because I am prepping for another work trip at the moment, I am going to Liverpool to do another vlogging trip and I am so excited. I thought it would be a good idea for me to do a little video about my Hen Weekend / weekend away essentials. Basically all the stuff that I take with me every trip that I do, whether it's for work, whether it is actually for a hen do. I just thought I would share some of my essentials and maybe they would give you some ideas about some things that you could take with you and what could be made easier by taking with you and different stuff like that. So let's go. The first two things on my list I actually take everywhere, whether I'm going to the supermarket, whether I'm going to the dentist, wherever it is that I'm going, I take these, and that is a hand sanitizer and a hand cream. The hand sanitizer that I am very nearly finished with at the moment is the Sweet Lemon Vanilla Sugar Crush Antibacterial Hand Cleansing Gel from Soap & Glory. I absolutely love this, it smells amazing, and I just always take a hand gel with me because whenever I'm travelling, regardless of distance or what mode of transport I'm taking, I hate feeling grubby, and I just think the scent of this one is really uplifting and it just makes me feel really clean. Even though I only put it on my hands, it just helps me feel a little bit more fresh and refreshed while travelling, so that's always a good thing. The little hand cream that I have is actually a cuticle butter at the moment, and this one's from Lush and it's the Lemony Flutter Cuticle Butter. I absolutely love this. Again, the smell is really refreshing. As you can guess by the name of it, it smells like lemons, and I love the kind of intense buttery texture. Whenever I'm traveling, especially on planes, I get very dry hands and I need some like intense moisture. So a regular hand cream consistency doesn't tend to do it, so something that is this little bit thicker and that is more of a butter really helps. Also, I just love the fact that I've been using this for months and that is all that is out of it. It's a 50-gram pot, so it's gonna last you a while, but you would think that it wouldn't last that long. Another reason I love this actually is because you don't need to use a lot of it, which is actually one of the reasons that it probably lasts so long. You dip your finger into it, a little bit on the cuticle of each finger and the same for the other hand, and then just moisturise it into the cuticle, down the finger, and it'll eventually spread to your whole hand. And they don't feel tacky afterwards, which is very good, especially for something with a buttery texture. So always good to have in my handbag wherever I'm going. I think I'm gonna stick to like the beauty, like toiletry-ish kind of style things first, and then I'll just move forward through other stuff. So the next thing that I always take with me if I'm going on a weekend away, or if I'm going away on holiday, or if I'm going anywhere that requires a flight, I always take with me a face mask. This is a very shiny box. I'll just take one out so you can see a little bit better. Voila! That's also really shiny. Oh well. Now, one cautionary tale about face masks. I only ever take the ones that are for hydrating purposes, especially if I'm on a plane. Again, I get very dry skin, it gets very dehydrated, and I just need something that's going to put that moisture surge back into it. So moisturising face masks are okay before big occasions, but ones that are designed to pull stuff out of your skin, maybe not the wisest idea. I speak from personal experience here. I literally put on a face mask like 2 days before a party because I thought, oh, that's really good, it'll prep my skin, and you know, it did, but it also pulled everything that was hiding underneath my skin to the surface, and I had like multiple little spots going on. It was not a look. So hydrating face mask, let's go with that. For a lot of people, going traveling somewhere for the weekend can be a little bit stressful because you need to figure out what to pack. You normally have a weight limit if you're going on a plane. You normally just have cabin baggage. How am I gonna fit everything in a cabin bag? Like, everything just gets a little bit stressful when you're going a weekend away for a hen party. And even if you're going in the car, everyone's got to fit in the car, and it's just... So the relaxation element that a face mask adds in is just really nice, and you can actually make it a group activity. You can have like a movie night as part of your hen do, maybe the night you arrive, where everyone just chills, has a wee glass of bubbles, sticks a face mask on and just zens out for like 3 hours. Don't know what movie you're watching for 3 hours, but if I put a face mask on, that's typically like my average. I refuse to take it off. One type of face mask that I would definitely recommend taking with you that is not gonna make a mess in your bag if it bursts is a sheet mask. The one that I have is the Masquerade masks. These come in packs of 6, but you can buy them individually. The 6 different kinds of face masks are obviously designed for 6 different types and to be used for different purposes on the skin, but whatever one you think is gonna work for you, even if it's not from this brand, I highly recommend taking it with you. One of my favourite things ever, putting a face mask on the plane. You get some weird looks when you do it, but everyone else looks tired AF when they land, whereas you look fabulous. Anyway, moving on. The next thing on my list, as you can see, I have relatively long hair. It's not massively long, but one thing that it definitely is thick. So I gotta make sure that I am taking with me a good shampoo and conditioner, but I do it a little bit differently. I take a solid shampoo and conditioner. Yes, this is a space saver, but it's also just really great. See, if you are going on a flight, you don't need to worry about liquids, and it's just amazing. The look of triumph on your face walking through security being like, I don't have any liquids, is just fab. Normally I do have some liquids, but not having shampoo and conditioner in there is like so awesome. The shampoo and conditioner that I use is from Lush. The two shampoo bars that I typically alternate between depending on what I want to do with my hair are Scenic. This is their kind of sea salt based shampoo bar, and I typically use this if I'm going to leave my hair to go curly. It is very curly naturally, and it also just saves time while traveling, so typically I will use this one, which is why it's in this little handy dandy tin that won't close. There we go. And the other shampoo bar that I use is also from Lush, and this is the Honey I Washed My Hair shampoo. This is extremely hydrating, packed full of honey, which is a naturally hydrating ingredient. And if I'm ever gonna straighten my hair or do something that is like requiring me to straighten my hair, even partially like this, I will use this one because it just makes it look a little bit more sleek and smooth. Also, it's worth mentioning that these shampoo bars are incredibly light, and they typically last depending on the length of your hair and how often you use them and how much you leave them under water, but usually they last around 80 washes, which is like so freaking awesome. So buy one and you've solved your travel problems for like a year. If you only use it when you're traveling, you could stretch this out to a year. You actually could. As for conditioner, I don't have it out the packet because I just bought a new one, but this is my Sugar Daddy-O Solid Conditioner. This is a violet-based conditioner, and it is extremely useful for blonde hair. Whenever I'm traveling, I want my hair to look nice, and if it involves going out at night, I want my hair to look nice, of course. And the thing that I love so much about this is, yes, it makes your hair soft, as any conditioner will do, but because of the violet in it, it actually helps eliminate the brassy tones of my blonde hair, and it just makes it look a lot more bright and actually blonde and shiny. And because I've never dyed my hair, right, but I have so many different blonde tones in my hair, and it just brings out all the light ones, and it just looks lovely. Looks like I've had my highlights done. If I use this for like a week, it looks like I've had highlights done, and I haven't. So yeah, a solid conditioner. It may seem a little bit strange to some people, but it is definitely worth trying out. If it works for you, then it is a massive space saver, massive time saver, and again, just not needing to worry about liquids, it's great. Another reason that I use solid shampoos and conditioners while traveling is that I just hate minis. Like, I know you can take minis and that way it's like within the liquid restriction and stuff like that, but I hate minis. I hate faffing about with minis. I just cannot stand them. I don't know why. It just seems like so much hassle, but one mini that I can actually tolerate is, where are you? Is a little perfume mini. This is my Mini Daisy by Marc Jacobs perfume. This has lasted me so long, and it still smells amazing. I am one to wear perfume quite a lot if I'm going out somewhere, even if it's somewhere just simple. If I'm leaving the house, it's just force of habit to put perfume on. So being able to take one of my favourite scents with me in a miniature is an absolute must. It is so cute, look at it! Last stop on my little toiletry beauty related part of this list, and that is the all-round eyeshadow palette. When I'm traveling somewhere, I do not want to be taking tons of makeup because that can take up space so quickly. As soon as you put in your basic makeup, you're already looking at a decent sized makeup bag, so you want to make sure that you're toning it down where possible. And one way that I can do that is by making sure that I get two things in one. One is a massive mirror, two is a good spectrum of eyeshadow shades, and I can get that in this big, I was about to say little palette, but big palette right here. This is the Makeup Revolution Life on the Dance Floor VIP palette, and it is absolutely amazing. Firstly, when you open up the palette, you have this incredible full-size mirror. Hello! I do that all the time when I'm filming, I'm so cringy. But also, you get this amazing spectrum. I'm gonna try and cover this mirror so it's not reflecting in your faces. You get this amazing spectrum of eyeshadow shades. A lot of them are warmer tones coming into the summer. That is definitely what I want to be going for and reaching for the most. You've got your subtle colours, you've got your kind of nudes and your neutrals, you've got your more pinky tones, purpley tones, and then you've got your darker tones obviously on this side. And also you have some cracking shimmer shades in here that are going to make your eyelids pop like hell. It just makes everything easy regardless of what kind of look that I want to go for or what I'm taking with me. I know that I'm going to have an eyeshadow or eye makeup look in here that is going to speak to whatever I'm wearing and that is just Gonna be really quick and simple to do. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I run out of this because this was limited edition and I'm so gutted. Obviously you don't need to get your eyeshadow palette from Makeup Revolution, it doesn't need to be this size. I would just recommend getting one with a decent size mirror and one that has a good spectrum of shades, both mattes and shimmers, that you're gonna be able to get good use out of regardless of what you're wearing, where you're going, during the day, during the night. Get a palette that does it all, and it means you're just taking one. The next things on my list, I'm kind of moving into clothes. And the next things that I absolutely recommend taking with you is a pair of comfortable shoes. And my recommendations would always be Converse or trainers. These are just my white leather Converse. I love the fact that they are slip-on because I tie the laces on the inside. I can literally throw them on wherever, whenever, and they go with pretty much everything because they are white. And they're also very comfortable, so for walking about during the day, they can look stylish because they're the leather ones, and they can also be very comfortable. So you're getting the best of both worlds there. Similarly, if you wanted to go down the trainer route, I have my Adidas Neo trainers here. These are black with a white sole, extremely comfy. You can tell by the structure of these soles that they have some serious foam padding in there, and oh, it feels amazing. Again, they look stylish, they're comfortable, so again, best of both worlds, and also these will definitely go with anything that you're wearing because they are black and white. It's just being realistic. Shoes seems to be the one thing that everyone overpacks, but if you have one comfortable shoe that you can rely on during the day and then have your dressy shoes, voila, you could be going for like 2 pairs for your whole weekend. Fabulous. Unfortunately, the next thing on my list I can't actually show you because it's in the washing right now. But the next thing that I always take with me is cozy clothes, or at the very least a cozy jumper. Whether you wear it for traveling, whether you wear it for downtime, whether you wear it for traveling home, I can guarantee you there's gonna be a point on your weekend away where you're just gonna want something comfy other than pajamas. So I always tend to take a tracksuit with me. I'm favouring my Tommy Hilfiger tracksuit just because they're so comfy and they're also quite light, and then my North Face tracksuit. Even if I don't take the tracksuits though, if I'm taking a comfortable hoodie, I'll typically take my North Face one. It's just a plain kind of khaki green hoodie and it says North Face on it in black across the front. And it's also just handy because if, you know, like the temperature gets a little bit cold, and I can just put it on as an extra layer under my jacket, or if it's that weird in between temperature where you can't quite wear a jacket but you also can't just walk about with a top or a t-shirt, I can just pop that on top, and then if I need to take it off later, just tie it around my waist, whatever. It's just always handy to have something comfy, whether it be a jumper, a full tracksuit, whatever it is that is comfy for you. I recommend take it with you. The next thing is a massive thing for me, and that is headphones or earphones. The headphones that I've got are just my silver wireless Beat headphones. One big reminder I will give you though is if you have wireless headphones or earphones like these ones or whatever brand, please remember and take the cable with you if you're going on a plane, because a lot of airlines now do not allow the use of Bluetooth headphones. It kind of goes without saying, but last year this woman like kicked off on my flight from LA because she couldn't use her Bluetooth headphones, and yeah, it was not pretty, so take your cables. Or if you don't want to have to worry about that, just get a regular set of earphones. These are just a little cushioned set that are really comfy for my ears. I really prefer these kind of earbuds, like the ones that go in your ears. I'm not keen on the shape of the like Apple ones that you get. I'm not a fan. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Really random, but okay, and I also nearly hit myself in the face. Let's put them down before I lose an eyeball. Earphones and headphones are really great for traveling if you're on a plane, because planes can be really noisy. Also trains can be really noisy. Any form of public transport pretty much can be really noisy, and sometimes it's nice just to be able to drown everything out. Of course, if you're with other people, you might not want to do that, but see, when you're in your bed at night, you might want to listen to a bit of music, you might want to watch a film on your phone, and it just means that you don't need to keep anyone else awake when you do that. Sticking on the theme of electricals, I would recommend taking a camera of some kind. For a lot of people now, and myself included sometimes, that means a phone. I currently have the Huawei P10 phone, and on the back you have 2 cameras, and it's actually like 2 megapixels away from the camera spec of this big Canon camera that I'm filming on right now, so you can get some cracking photos from this phone. Also, you can turn on like pro settings, so you can adjust your shutter speed and different things like that, just like I could on a big camera like the one I'm filming on. So I can be really at home on a phone camera just like I can with a handheld. But regardless of what phone it is you have, or if you want to take a separate camera, which yes, sometimes I do, I just recommend taking one with you so you can document your time. You can document your travels, whether that means vlogging like I tend to do, or taking loads of photos, which I also tend to do. It just means you've got some visual memories that you can actually go back and look through, even though the memories of the trip itself are going to be enough and are going to be awesome, I'm sure. I always just like to have something to look back on and to be able to relive the moments that I enjoy with the people that I care about the most. My last electricals thing, and the last thing on my list, figure out who is taking hair dryers and straighteners. I am telling you right now, if you're going in a group of say 8 people, there is no way that you need 8 hair dryers and 8 sets of straighteners. It's just not a thing. Straighteners I can understand because styling people's hair might take a little bit longer than others, and then you don't want to make someone late and you don't want to keep someone waiting. So maybe taking your own set of straighteners isn't such a bad thing, and they're not that bulky or heavy now anyway. So that's not a bad thing. But hair dryers, unless you have one of the compact fold down hair dryers, I would recommend figuring out if you're going to be sharing a room with someone. Like I went on a hen do and I shared a room with my sister, so we both took our own straighteners so we could both do our hair at the same time just for convenience sake. But one of us took a hair dryer, and it just meant that no one's carrying extra baggage. And maybe if you want to chop it in half and make it even, say okay, one person's gonna take the hair dryer so we can dry our hair, and the other person's in charge of bringing the shampoo and conditioner so we can wash our hair. That is if you're not particular about what you wash your hair with, or if you both use the same stuff or the same brand, then you can compromise. It's just for one trip, I'm sure you'll survive. But yeah, you don't need to take loads of hair dryers. Okay, that is my little list of travel essentials that I take with me if I'm going on a trip or a hen party or wherever. Let me know in the comments what you have on your essentials list. Is there one thing that you absolutely cannot go on a weekend away without? Let us know. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope it maybe gave you a little bit of inspiration of things you can change with what you put in your bags. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Check out the links in our description there for our social medias, our websites, all that fun stuff. Click subscribe while you're down there, and I'll see you next time. Bye!